G'day people, I'm Sharon. Welcome to my channel. I cannot begin to explain to you how odd it feels to find that 1,000 people have decided to subscribe to my channel. It's amazing and more than a little overwhelming. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. As a 5-year-old, I remember trying desperately to put up the treadle sewing machine that was in my room. It was in a big cabinet, and the weight of the machine was just too much. I couldn't lift it up and do things to get it set up. And I tried. I remember trying. And somehow I managed to convince my mother to set it up for me. I have no idea how or even if I was able to reach the treadle and what I was sitting on to do that and still be able to reach where the needle was. But I managed to get it going fast enough and hard enough that I sewed my thumb. I have a memory of going to my mother with a needle still stuck in my thumb to ask her to fix it up because I wanted to keep sewing. And I couldn't because there was no needle in the machine anymore. I think she had a little bit of a fit at what her very young daughter had managed to do. So here I am, 50 some years later, having spent my life sewing clothes for myself and my children and my relatives and various other organisations, making cushions and quilts and all sorts of things, and then being employed by Wendy Gager at her Janome Sewing Centre in Joondalup, teaching people in the store and getting into digitising and selling my designs. So many things have happened. And then midway through 2023, a YouTube channel happened. It's exciting, it's surprising, it's wonderful to find myself now in a situation where there are a considerable number of you who want to come and see what I'm doing, and it's just wonderful. I looked up what to do to celebrate 1,000 subscribers, and there were a list of things. There was one that said review an earlier video. They're too recent and it's too hard to do. I'm not doing that. Another one of the suggestions was to do something silly. Well, I've done some silly stuff. If you look at my Halloween things, it's embarrassing. I've done that. One of the other ones said, do a live feed. Unfortunately, I don't think my internet connection could handle that, and you probably couldn't handle the buffering. So no, there's not going to be a live feed, at least not until I've managed to get a better internet connection. And then there's the option of doing the video that everyone wants you to do. I think I did that. Everyone wants to know my method for doing Quilt As You Go. It's out there now, and hopefully I'm now giving you more ideas about what you could do with it. And then it happened. I saw the appropriate thing for me to do to celebrate getting 1,000 subscribers. Release some merch. I can do that. I have a website and I'm a digitizer. So my celebration for 1,000 subscribers is to release a set of designs for you that I hope will be, whilst not exactly like this stuff, it does fit in with it. And I'm going to show you now what it is. Frame number 1 is a satin stitch square. It's taken me 3 goes to get that out. Number 2, got a little bit more curve involved in this one. I've stitched it out in blue, and that's the colour that you will see in the design set. Frame number 3 is more like a spider web, and I used this one for my title square on my 100 design sampler quilt that I have behind me when I'm filming. Frame number 4 is just a slightly curved square, just slightly more interesting than a plain square. Frame number 5, like the previous one, is slightly curved, but the stitches are candle wick style. Focus on that for you. Frame number 6, it's hexagonal, bringing it in at the corners. Frame number 7, each of these little bits is a little square. And frame number 8, I've put balls around the edge. Maybe you're doing a quilt that is like this one, but you'd like to incorporate some designs that you've got either built into your machine or that you've bought somewhere else, but they're a bit smaller than this. What you can do is put that design inside a frame and then put it in there, and it will fill in the extra area. Have you ever made a memory quilt where you can put pictures, photographs, onto fabric? Maybe putting some sort of a frame around those pictures might bring an entire quilt together. If you've got a bigger machine and a big space to fill up, the first 4 sizes of these nest into each other really, really nicely. So you could use that and put maybe some initials in the middle. And here is design number 2 in 4 of the 5 possible sizes that it can be stitched out. So this square around the outside is my 23 centimetre template, and inside this I've got the 14, 17, 20 and 23 centimetre sizes of this design. Each of these designs is entirely separate, but just by sort of bundling them all together, they stitch out like this. If you had a very small design, you can put a very small design in the middle, but if you've got a bigger design, maybe you just want 1 or 2 of these around the edge. What I like most to do with my designing is not to make the most amazing pictures that you've ever seen in your life, but to make functional designs that you can use over and over. And that's what I try to do when I'm designing things. Make functional designs. All of these designs are available in 7 formats. I think it's 7. If the format you need is not included in that list, which you can see on my website, which will be linked below, then I would ask you to let me know at support@sharonsdesigns.com.au, and I will see if I can provide the particular kind of format that you need for your embroidery machine. So this set of designs will be available for 1 week only for $5 US for 8 designs, each in 5 sizes, and thereafter it will be $8 US. Still pretty good value, but not the introductory special. And once again, I want to thank you so much, because it's awesome to have 1,000 people having hit that subscribe button. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.